something slipping out of line. Fluorescent on a hollow stage, time reduced to narrow space. A figure moving, just a shape. Not a person, not a face. Mask comes down, not to hide, but to sever what was mine. Voice emerges unfamiliar, like you waited for this time. Hands don't shake, they translate everything I couldn't state. A single sound fractures the air and nothing follows it back to where there was a door. I felt it close, not behind me, but in me. Somewhere soft collapsed to code. Something human chose to leave. Left inside, light without shape, sound without source. Something scatters, and then